Joe Logano getting some great help to get clear from his teammate. He's going to jump in front of Josh Berry on that outside line. He got out of the car the last time they raced at Atlanta and said, I had a lot of fun. That's the attitude. When you start having fun at these races, that's when they start going well. Brad Keselowski still on the outside of the 12. Can't seem to get clear. They can't really get to the back bumper of that 6 and give him the momentum. The 60 gets close, but then loses a little bit of aero grip, gets a little tight, has to come out of the gas. Brad's just barely hanging on that side draft, and here comes the 41 that'll push the 12 clear. Blaney is clear. Will he take the line away from the 6?
So clear, you can guard a little bit.
They have to guess on how much grip to have in the car when they get here. Some are going to hit that perfectly, some will not. We've got some people that have struggled. Briscoe's lost 26 spots. We talked about Custer early in the race. He's down 18. So big movers, though, the 77.
Yeah, you said who hit it right. The 77 has figured it up, 21 spots and gaining, rolling right around the bottom of the racetrack.
You see Hocevar slide up in line. That's like you just clear yourself, I'm guessing. There was not a lot of room there.
Well, you take a risk like Byron is right now to run to the bottom of the racetrack. If you can get cleared or somehow get saved by somebody with a little help from behind, that's going to work. Right here, he's going to lose a spot to the 12. Can he fit in front of the 2? He's going to force his way in. That's what you've got to do. Be selfish.
I feel like Vanna White here.
Well, man, I hope y'all get racing soon. I know you're ready to get this thing going, and keep it up front.
All right, man. Thanks. See you later.
Did you see him laughing in there? He couldn't hear us laughing, so he was actually laughing at his own joke.
He was.
Logano.
He was.
Logano Cindric front row.
Good initial launch by both lanes. We're even off of turn 2. The 2 of Cindric inches out ahead down the back straightaway off into turn 3.
Who's going to have momentum and who's going to be able to handle the push?
I like the top line right here. But that 6 has got to get into the back bumper of that 2. He's going to have a huge run down the front straightaway. That's going to push the 2 clear.
Oh, the 20's going around. The 20's getting
the 5's wrecking as well.
Crash.
The 3. Oh, the 12 of Blaney up into the wall.
Austin Dillon. A.J. Allmendinger.
Throw your brackets away. Throw all your brackets away. They've all been busted. It all started with the 20 of Bell. He kind of rolled in the corner and went for one of those low, lazy slides. And by himself at normal racing, I think he would have had room to catch it.
The nose on the 23 of Bubba Wallace had some damage.
I think the 5's going to be okay.
Yeah, the 16 kind of gets banged around right there as well.
Incredible save by the 5.
Another one for the Fords.
Yeah.
They have dominated the stage wins. Can they get to victory lane?
That's their 10th stage win in the last 11 stages here at EchoPark Speedway. Here they are in the EchoPark Automotive Restart Zone. Stage 2 underway.
Can the outside organize for a big run down the back straightaway? Chase about a car length ahead as they're closing in on the 9. It's going to go up and block the top of the racetrack. Big crash.
Denny Hamlin involved.
Big crash.
Like Noah Gragson, Austin Cindric. This is what we talk about. Compromise track position, and you get right in the middle of it. Look at some of the big name drivers involved.
I kind of have to see how this one started. I know that Chase was out to a pretty sizable lead, about 2 car lengths off of turn 2, and they ran him down quickly in the middle of the back straightaway. And it turns the 42 of John Hunter Nemechek into the wall, and then everything behind him just gets destroyed.
That's right. The 42 checks up, the 11 catches him. They both spit into the outside wall, and when they come back, it is a windshield wiper across the front of the field.
See how it plays out here. Track position is key to avoid the problems on track. Here are the drivers in the EchoPark Automotive Restart Zone. Busher Gibbs getting us going again.
Gibbs. Good organization on the bottom as well, though, with Chris Busher. SVG trying to push him with the 88 car.
Clear right now.
Ty Gibbs clear into the lead.
Seems like he can do some things that other drivers can't.
Okay, 3 bottom now.
45 right around the top, still driving through the field. Tyler Reddick made up a lot of spots since the restart. Up 9 right now, going for more. All the way to third spot with that big push off the nose of the 7. Frustrating move if you're in the 38 car.
You mentioned Young. Oh, as we see the 54 jumps out of line. I was looking like Zane Smith. 62 starts. Oh, man, that 17 is not comfortable.
Right now he has it. Bubba Wallace also a lap down with Michael McDowell. So they'll be telling him where those drivers are on the racetrack. Oh, and we got a crash almost here. The 47 gets into the wall. He's got a bit toe link, I believe.
Green and white 43, Eric Jones. They were racing right around 12-14.
The 35 has a right rear toe link damage. Also could not get the car back to the pit, so he'll get towed to the garage.
Two drivers very happy this caution came out. Gibbs and Busher last on pit road at lap 46. We're closing in on green flag pit stops, and really they were going to have to come 30 laps before the rest of the field. So we talk about gamblers paying off.
43 laps to go, stage 2. We're racing again at EchoPark Speedway.
Like the outside lines all locked together. It's going to help that 45 clear the 48. Try to get momentum off of the nose of that 48 car down the front straightaway.
Superman put the cape on this restart. Reddick out front of Bowman.
Bowman to the inside now down here into turn 1. Not going to be able to clear. Yes, he is able to clear. Bowman to the lead.
Now the 9 will try to slide up, fill that hole. There's not a lot of room. Will he fit? He does. And now these front 9 have kind of got away a little bit.
Busher to the lead now around the outside of the 48.
What I would consider less clear or with less room than any other races.
Those are teammates about to slide right in front of one another.
Jimmy Johnson just closed his eyes.
Yes.
He owns both those cars. He said, please, guys, not both of them at the same time.
Busher blocks Jones. He has to get out of the gas. The 45 to the bottom of the racetrack. And now we got a new leader, the 9, and Chase Elliott.
Nemechek helping in that
Chase
exchange.
back to the inside here.
Clear.
Such a good job by the 9 to go from defense to offense in just one straightaway.
Take the run. It's my kind of racing here. Look at the 45, a good little push he got. Goes to the inside of the 9.
Chris Busher, the only driver in the top 7 with a stage win this year. Side by side, coming back to the green and white checkered flag. Outside lane, Reddick, inside lane, Chase Elliott. I'm going to say it was a little bit too close to call. Now, we populated Reddick, but I'm not so sure I'm going to give it to him just yet. That was remarkable. Either way, first stage win of the year. Doesn't matter who gets it. This is what it's all about. I hope this is how we finish the night. Unbelievable how close at the line. This, my friends, is the new Atlanta. Elliott Busher front row. We're rolling final stage. Three wide, courtesy Ty Gibbs, who tried to make something happen in the low lane. Now it's Zane Smith, a little crossover of momentum.
Oh, Busher. Oh, he's loose up there, top of the racetrack.
I don't know if he drove to the top or the car drove him to the top, but he went to the third lane.
He's going to push you hard, that's for sure. Now he's about to clear this 9 of Chase Elliott. Can he get up in front? He does. Good speed out of this 6-car big crash on the front straightaway.
Shane Van Gisbergen going for a ride. Caution is out. Number 6 tonight.
Really lucky that wasn't worse.
Inside the top 10 when it got away from him, and he really has been strong.
Well, the 54 trying to go 3 wide. Just 3 cars trying to go into a spot where only 2 will fit.
Winless drivers, the theme up front.
That's a good job on the inside by the Hinder cars with a little help from Chris Busher as well. Big push coming. Brad's going to drive to the inside.
Look at this. Brad Keselowski digging in, driving to the inside. Good battle out front. Going to be the second time in 3 weeks we get a driver from outside the top 30 in points win his way to the playoffs. Shane Van Gisbergen did it. And now Brad Keselowski leading as we get our
right side, try to keep it rolling
7th caution of the night.
Yeah, Bubba Wallace just got back on the lead lap. He's running 12th.
Going to have to come from deep in the field. Haley and Gibbs as we roll once again, and they're head-to-head in their opening round matchup. Does it get any better than this when you talk about the in-season challenge? The young kid, 18 years old, running full-time in Xfinity. This is his 3rd Cup start. He's been on a road course. He did the Coke 600, longest race of the year, and oh my, is he just showing off his talent again as we flash to the front and look at the 60 of Ryan Preece.
Alan Adam touched on it. Tyler Reddick got a penalty on the last stop for too many boxes on entry to his pit stall. He restarted 16th, trying to make his way up through the field for Tyler Reddick.
Oh, we got a crash in turn 4. One car spun around backwards.
Caution number 8. Eric Jones.
It's like everybody, for the most part, was able to get out of that unscathed. Just saw Eric sideways, broadside in front of the field.
Perfect timing. Green flag in the air. Restart. 60 to go.
I love the mix. Got some standard players at the front. Preece is now up there. We got
Brad fades back to the Preece car, number 60 in 3rd. Big run for the 6 down the back straightaway. He's going to dive the inside.
And look who's diving around behind him. 77, Carson Hocevar. Back in the game and letting everybody know I'm here to play.
Yeah, that outside line is going to get real popular. Going to see a lot of people driving to the inside. Chase Elliott now going around taking the lead. The 66 of David Starr is spinning around on the front straightaway.
Green right now.
Looks like he might be able to get this car to pit road.
Look at Brad Keselowski out of line. Drafting help from his teammate Chris Busher.
David Starr down the front straightaway. And he's already lost the car off of turn 4. That's the last thing you want to do. You're way off the pace, 18 laps down. Now you've wrecked the car. You know, a lot of cautions to the end of this race.
Back to the green flag.
RFK all on that outside line are going to try to organize up his teammates a little bit. Takes a spot back, and Kyle Larson gets loose, almost wrecks.
I don't know if it can happen for 34 more laps, right? There's just so many opportunities right there.
Oh, there's contact
there
in the 7th round.
Haley, big slide.
It looked like Ty Gibbs might have gotten in the left rear of the 7th. There were 3 wide.
To me. Right rear tire's flat. You barely touched the rear. All good.
Got penalties, and so did Stenhouse, as we talked about. 28 laps to go as we get to green flag. Big push outside lane. Buscher and Keselowski working together.
Keselowski's clear. He's going to drive down in front of this 9 car. Chase is going to push him a little bit. Here comes the 48 to try to help the 9 and Chase Elliott down the back straightaway. But the teammates of RFK are going to lock together, making contact.
I won't say he's making it look easy, but boy, he's just driving right through there. Zane Smith out of line.
Yeah, he's going to possibly clear the 6 here. They're driving him up in front. Spotter says go ahead, take the lane. Reddick is really the only car that's been able to use the new tires to drive up into the top 5. Here's a 6 of Brad Keselowski to the inside of Zane Smith, going to clear easily.
Buscher trying to sneak back up there in the 17 car. Chase Elliott back in it. Ty Gibbs riding high in that outside lane. Caution comes out now. It's over. Here's Chase Elliott to the inside.
He's going to clear into the lead. Bowman dare not push that 6 car into the lead past the 9. Chase Elliott out front, side by side for second.
Chase Elliott trying to bring it back. What a victory this will be. Home track winner, Chase Elliott delivers in Atlanta.
Awesome job, man. Awesome. Thank you guys so much.
2 Georgia drivers have won here at the Cup level. Bill Elliott 5 times. This makes number 2 for Chase. And he had a huge advantage over the cut line. But the man who's already got a championship in his pocket is going to the playoffs. Chase Elliott gets it done. Caution's a theme tonight. Chase Elliott, one of 4 drivers not involved in a